Hey guys, here playing Whizzard, and we're up against calimsha playing his NBN controlling the message deck. This is the upcoming NBN ID 4512, and it is a monster. Like, it's disgusting. It's super annoying. So this is a museum deck. There's museums doing their thing. Mama temples, all that stuff. And then there's dedicated response team to kill you if you ever float tags. So bad stuff for you is happening. You really can't get tagged or you'll lose the game in the next couple turns. So like floating tags is not really possible in this deck. And all these remotes, you can run them, but you won't necessarily want to trash anything because of the whole tag thing. Museums are happening. Temple. Okay. So we can trash this, but we're going to have to pay the cost to remove it. I don't know that I really want to. Maybe we should, though. What do you think? Goes back in the deck. It's going to get out with MCH later. But like he's temporarily poor, so maybe there's something worth running a couple servers right now. At least we can't sneak out naked agenda on us. It's the response team, Aryabhata. Okay. Do I try trashing the response team? Taking a tag, trashing. Let's try this, because this card is a huge pain. It's going to kill you pretty quick. Shake the tag, play out our peddler. Croter and medium. So the medium could be pretty good because the ability does not fire from centrals. So maybe we can get our R&D on while he's poor. It's kind of a pretty big maybe, but let's trash the temple and then he will build a res R&D maybe. Oh man. It's not what I wanted to see. He has that already. Okay, we'll trash it again. And again, this is the part about these DRT decks that are, not DRT, the history decks. They're just super annoying to have to trash things over and over. I think it's maybe worth the money to trash the museum now. I don't know. The problem is you spend real money and then you end up getting into hard-hitting news territory. So he's managed to send an agenda away, I would almost guarantee. Let's check server 7 to see if there's anything we care about. Another museum. I don't want to go and trash up museums all day. Like, it doesn't really stop, right? He can just send both of them back with the Jackson. Let's see if we can get our medium flipped and start getting accesses. So we do have corroder. If we take corroder, we can't take the medium, so I'm going to say we bounce here. There's got to be an agenda in the archives. You think? Maybe not. Yeah, no, there is. Odds are like he'd seen enough cards that he was going to want to pitch one. So next turn we'll do Parasite. We'll run in the R&D, see a couple cards. And then we just need to worry about getting hit with exchange of info. My plan for the most part can be to ignore a lot of cards he puts down. What is that? Only has 5 credits. If we trash this first... Then what can he res? He can't res Booth. He doesn't have the money to put Beal in the open. I think I have his list here. Or at least something close from watching what he's been doing. What makes sense to have there? City surveillance? I guess. Well, we'll get the hardening news fire here. We probably can't. Well, we probably pay 4 actually. Because I want to use multi-clicks this turn. And also, if we don't pay, then the Aryabhata fires. So we'll go R&D, flip our medium. Aryabhata. Kind of annoying. But I want to trash the Mamba Temple this turn. Yeah, okay. Let's try that. Jackson, okay. That I want to trash for sure. And now we have the tough call of going to the temple this turn and preventing the res of this. No, I think we just run R&D. We get 2 fresh cards. I'm just really hoping that this is not breaking news, but it seemed from his list before he wasn't playing any breaking news, which is vital information to know about, right? So yeah, the fact this triggers on a parasite is pretty cool. Helps defend against all your ice getting blown up. So now he almost has to have put his best ice here. If we trash this, he can't get Toll Booth up. Maybe that's worth it. That seems alright. So what was resing in this server? Oh, dish. Well, that's obnoxious. Can we afford to trash this and then go trash dish and shake the tag? That's expensive. But he doesn't have much money. If we trash this, we will be able getting rid of the money source. I don't know. He gets 1 off the Aryabhata, so it's kind of unfavorable either way. Let's go kill this dish. Nope, it's resistor. That's too bad. Oh no, we lose. Yeah, we lose a buck on the Aryabhata. That's unfortunate. Okay. Well, it doesn't feel great, but I want to trash this museum. I don't know. Maybe that might be wrong. Maybe we need to play this liberated account and run it up. Because at least with the museum, it does shuffle, right? So we get fresh cards. Not much to do here, but I think run everything. Dedicated response team. Don't want to deal with that right now. Tech startup. That's good for him. But I don't want to trigger the ability. of Aryabhata, so we'll let that slide. Oh. That was the face down card. Well done by him. Didn't expect him to find it in the 54 cards and discard it like that. But it makes sense because he's kind of too poor to trigger it by paying $3. Ugh. I'm at City Hall. Yep. This is probably like the most busted card in the entire cycle. I don't know why they printed this. The fact that it plays or installs it with the same click is just way too much. It's just wrong in my opinion. Like now we've lost control of the game. We were pretty evenly matched up to this stage, and now he's far ahead. Temples are going to come up. All of us stuff's going to come up. Everything comes out, and everything we trash is just coming back, so it's really quite irritating. And now the screen gets small too. Welp. So let's say we would run. If he's got any more Aryabhatas, we'll lose more money off of those. I guess we're gonna go to R&D. Try our luck here. But I feel like the MCH just like crushes us. We gotta get lucky this turn is what's gonna happen. Or we're gonna lose. Aryabhata again. That's not good, but let me let him draw that one. Okay. So the problem is if this is Toll Booth, we don't have an answer to it right now. Because we have no suckers to work with our Yogg. So now we can use them at City Hall to play Consulting Visit, which can then play any of his one-of operations. So this card by itself is going to let him tutor whatever he needs. So arguably, if we're going to trash anything, it had to be this one. But we would have gone in and paid a pretty heavy price for it. Oh, we just had Portfolio in hand. Okay. Nice. The math is actually pretty exact here. We're just not quite there. Oh, never mind. He's the dish, so he's got plenty of money for this. Yeah, we're just going to get 4 tags. Now if this is Muckraker, we are in trouble. I'd say we're full on tags time. Yep, let's go. Try to get the last 2 points out of R&D. Please don't be Toll Booth. It's Toll Booth. Well, that crushes us. Nothing to say about that. All our money is leaving shortly. Yep, all our money's leaving shortly. So he doesn't even have all-seeing eye. He's got closed accounts. Do we want this Mimic against Muckraker? Or do we just want to say screw it? I think we're going to say screw it. So what other card is the most important one to trash? We could run HQ. Probably not that good. I think we just put the sucker down. Let him trash both of these. So if we get enough suckers, we can make a Yogg play maybe with our before we get close to counted. Because now that we've trashed the City Hall, he can't necessarily just fire. Never mind. He's got another one. He's got 3 of them, of course. That's too bad. So actually we need to check this server. And get rid of this, because now he's rich. Alright, well, we're going to just take all the tags. So this turn, we're going to clear this MCH, which is kind of fine. Going to lose a block to the Manhunt Trace, lose a block to the Controlling the Message Trace. So we're just bleeding money all over the place. Aryabat is doing its job. So we can click up and get our Yogg into play. Guess we'll go to HQ. Try to get a sucker built up. Well, that's right, we're going to bleed all the rest of our money now. We'll get him Aryabhata triggers, so that's pretty good. We do have a bad pub. And that actually will help us significantly, because we're going to need the bad pub to get through this tool booth once you use closed accounts. So our hope now is to find one of the agendas that's left in R&D before he manages to close our accounts, trash all our resources, and psycho out. He's actually pretty close to psychoing already. Oh, that just cleans the bad pub. Fair. Huh. Well, we can do 3 archives runs and an R&D run for 3 looks. And hope he didn't just discard the CVS again, somehow. That would be quite lucky, I would say. Oh yeah, the DRT. Yeah, that's happening. Okay, well, our hand is now forced. We can't go to the R&D this turn. We got to kill off the DRT. This means he can purge next turn to blow us out pretty effectively. Oh, another MCH? Come on. So he can actually psycho now. That'll win the game. Yeah. Oh, we had it in his hand anyway, so fair enough. Yeah, so like other museum decks, it's a frustrating, repetitive experience. But let's check our game time. That wasn't overly long. That was only 20 minutes of pain and nuisance. So I still hate playing against this deck, but somewhat less than the other 2 factions.